is Toasty, and I'm going to do a little walkthrough of my 2023 Japan trip travel journals. The first insert I started with was a traveler's notebook insert from the Narita airport, and I felt that this one was really fitting for a trip to Japan, and I actually ended up journaling quite a bit, so I ended up using a second short trip insert for the last few days of the trip. But I just wanted to kind of go through and do a little flip through and talk about the trip and show y'all how I did my journal. So in the first page here, I included a couple little stamps that I stamped on sticker paper and decorated it a little bit. This sheet right here is all the fountain pens that I inked up before the trip, and this is just a list of the inks that I used in those pens. So if I want to go back one day and wonder what I was using, those are the inks that I was using. So the trip started out with us, my husband and I, flying to LA, and we met up with some friends in LA and had dinner. And we also went to this exhibition, this really cool Pokemon art exhibition in LA that I was really excited to get a chance to go to. And so that was kind of like our day zero of the trip. And then we flew to Japan, flew into Narita Airport. So I have my boarding pass in here. I bought this washi tape when we landed in the airport. I was there. We got there 10 minutes before closing. So I just stamped a bunch, grabbed a fistful of merchandise, and checked out. But this is the bag from my purchase. We've got the little welcome to Japan sign. We met up with a friend for dinner and we had cake. So I decorated with some of the fall themed stickers that I brought. And I actually did not do very much journaling in Japan. So the stamps run out pretty quickly, but I did bring a lot of sticker paper so I could add them in. But so in the beginning, a lot of the stamps are done on paper, and then later I had to stamp on sticker paper and add them because I didn't know where I would be putting them and what I needed and all that. So this was my first melon soda when we were in Japan. This was us meeting up with our friend CY, aka Tokyo Station Pens, when we were in Japan. I saved this wrapper from the McDonald's. They were running this USA New York style burger promotion, so I saved that. We happened upon this Japanese pork fair festival thing, so this was from a tissue pack that they gave me. We went to a Komeda's Coffee, and I found this piece of ephemera when I got home, so I felt like it was really fitting. And I actually had this sticker from my friend April, Penguins Creative, that matched the melon soda little boot perfectly. It was the same thing. So, and then I saved the floor guide from Itoya, which is a huge stationery and pen store in Ginza, so that I could go back and reference it and show people just how many floors of stationery are in this one store. And then this is a stamp that I got at Hibiya Station, where they have a Godzilla statue that my husband really wanted to see. So this is actually on sticker paper that I added in here. And then we went to Roppongi and saw the lights, and I decorated it with just like some kind of like wintry theme things. This is one of my favorite pages. This is when we went to Lake Kawaguchiko. I actually lost the map, so I printed a new one. And then this is a leaf that I saved, and I pressed it between two pieces of packing tape so that it would be preserved. And then I got this stamp at the station, and we had these beautiful views of Mount Fuji, and it was just a really, really lovely time. I loved all the fall foliage. This was from our little castellas that we bought. I saved some train tickets, and these are from these little Fujiyama cookies that we had. Ginkgo leaves is just a very, very pretty part of the trip. And then this was from the next day, we had a stationery day with Eric Small Things at Cute Things from Japan. And so we did this stamp carving class with Eric. And so this is the tracing paper that I used to put the impression on the rubber so that I could carve my stamp. And then this is the impression of the stamp that I carved during the class. And so I got to save that in there. This is a group photo of all of us in the class. Eric gifted us some sarasa, so I saved some of the packaging from that. And then she also gave us this little postcard where she wrote the date of the class, and I just thought that was really cute that she wished us all a happy trip while we were there. And then this is my receipt from Cute Things from Japan that I saved. This is from a little cafe that we went to where I actually got a cake that looked exactly like this, and so I added that little memo note. And then the next day we went to the Omiya Bonsai Art Museum in Saitama. This is actually a stamp from some sticker paper that from the museum, but I stuck it on here. And then I saved this brochure because you couldn't take pictures inside the museum. You could take pictures in the garden, but these little areas you couldn't take pictures. So I wanted to make sure I included that. It has a little map of the museum. This is a picture that I took of one of the trees, a few of the trees. This was the ticket. And then they have this bonsai village that you can explore that has a bunch of different gardens and talks about how to purchase and view the bonsai. So I saved that because we did actually go to some of the gardens, so I thought it was really nice. And then I bought some bonsai washi, and then these are from the packaging of the washi, so I saved those. And then later that day we got tonkatsu. This is the card from the shop that we went to. I also went to Ankura, so I saved that. We got Tokyo banana ice cream, and then I also had these bonsai stickers that I used. And then the next day we went to the Gundam in Diver City. So this is like a map, and then this was a little lottery game that you could do. We didn't win, so I saved it. We also went to Team Lab Planets, and I found these Bread Thief gachapon, so I saved the little paper that goes in that shows all the figures. I got this one and this one, or maybe this one. I don't remember. I still have them I have to set them up. I still have to display them. And then we went to Shibuya Sky, so I have some photos from there. This is from a napkin for a place that we went to dinner, and I just thought it was really funny. And then this was a little store that we went to that I also thought was really funny. And then this is the receipt from the Nintendo store, and it has Pikmin on the back of it. And then we also went to Maruzen and Marunouchi, and I actually bought this little guy, so I punched circles from it to show it. But this was the map from the Maruzen, and where I found all the Bread Thief stuff was in this area, so I stuck a little Bread Thief sticker there, because we kind of hit the Bread Thief jackpot while we were at that Maruzen. And then the next morning we went to Glitch Coffee. So I saved the receipt just to show how expensive one cup of coffee was. And then when you order coffee, they also give you this little card. So you get this kind of like built-in ephemera. And then we met up with some friends. So this is kind of a small picture. But we went to a different coffee shop to meet up with some friends. It was a really cute little coffee shop. And then we went to Kakimori. And they had this really cool map that's almost kind of like a blueprint style. And then this is the storefront of Kakimori that was on the map. And then we met up with a friend and we all got different flavored sodas in this little retro cafe. And so these are all the flavors that we got. And then we did this glass carving workshop. So this is the card from the workshop. The glass that I carved with fall foliage, the leaves on it. And then this is just a receipt that I saved from Kittyland because I found more bread thief stuff. And then these are actually gum wrappers from our really nice dinner that we had. That was really, really awesome. So the next day we exchanged our rail passes to get ready for the next portion of our trip where we left Tokyo. And so they gave us this map, and I thought it was just really kind of cool to show where you could go with the rail pass. Of course, we didn't go to all these places because you can't get there that fast, but I just thought it was a cool sort of way to show it. And then I met up with some friends that work for Designville and some more people that work for Designville in Plotter and Traveler's Notebook. And then we went to Rainbow Holic, and we all got, so at Rainbow Holic they have a little cafe and you can get different drinks. And so this is sort of like a representation of all of our friends getting sodas together. And then this is a stamp that you can use if you buy something. I didn't buy too much, but I did buy some washi. These are some stamps that you can do at Rainbow Holic, so make sure you bring sticker paper if you ever go, or your notebook. And then this was the coaster that I got with my drink. And then we took a group photo of all of us that were crammed into the tiny little shop. And then we went to Tobichi, and I love their logo, so I saved this card. And when we went to Bungu Box, I bought this ink, so I saved the paper that goes inside it that talks about the ink and where it's from. It's an eel, a grilled eel ink. And then this was from a station that we were near. And then I went to Itoya and bought a whole bunch of watercolors. So I saved the receipt. It's a very long receipt, but I saved that. And then the next day we went to the Starbucks Reserve Roastery. So this is some of the packaging from the paper. And this is me in my imagination drinking my matcha float and journaling and being very cute. And then later that day we went to CY's wedding. So these are some photos from the wedding and our place cards. And then we did karaoke, so I had the perfect sticker for that. This is from the wedding as well. More karaoke. And then we we took the Shinkansen to Kyoto. So this is from the wrapper for my train bento that I had. We've got some train-themed washi. And then when we checked into our hotel, we had onsen at the hotel. So these are kind of some of the receipts that they give you. They have like security codes for the women's bath, so no one can just wander in. And I saved this too because it's like a map of the area. And it's interesting because it has restaurants, and they were very much promoting the chicken sashimi, which has raw, basically lightly seared chicken, but mostly raw, which we didn't eat here, but we actually did end up trying it with a friend. This is my receipt from the Kyoto Travelers Factory, and I added a little stamp here, and then all the different stamps that I got. I loved this Kyoto themed stamp. And then I did buy a Kyoto edition Traveler's Notebook while I was there, so I saved the little sleeve that comes with it. And then this was a ice cream that I got that I was really excited to kind of stumble across because I had seen it online. And this is the leaf that was actually on the ice cream. And then this is the ticket from one of the gardens that we went to. So I saved that and all the beautiful red fall foliage while we were in Kyoto. More kind of pamphlets and tickets from some of the gardens that we went to. Tenwon was very pretty. Just like all various tickets and ephemera and the fall foliage. It was just all so beautiful. Very crowded, but beautiful. This was when we went to Kiyomizu-dera Temple, and they gave us a special ticket for the evening special visit, which I thought was really cool to get like a special ticket for it. And then just sort of pictures from the nighttime illumination. And then this is from the hotel, the rules for bathing in an onsen. And I thought it was fun to save that. And then my friend Yuko gave me some kind of bath house themed stickers, some onsen themed stickers. This was a complimentary cantaloupe jelly from our hotel, so I saved the wrapper. And then I got a custom honko. So this is the stamp and this is the wrapper. And these are the other stamps that I bought at the shop. So I stamped them in here. This is a gachapon that I got that has these cute little pudding guys. I got this one. I really kind of wanted like this one or this one, but they're all great. And we took a bus, so I used the take a bus sticker, and then we took a train, and then I love this guy that says, "Why is spending money so much fun?" Because we were spending a lot of money and doing the gachapon, and we had yakitori, so I was trying to use some of my stickers and things. But so from Kyoto, we went to Osaka, and we went to Universal Studios. So this is a map of Universal Studios. This map actually does not have Super Nintendo World in it. Super Nintendo World kind of, I think, is over here. But in the next page, I did save when we bought our little bands in Super Nintendo World. It comes with this little map here that shows you kind of how to use them and different places to use them. So this is kind of the best map I had of Super Nintendo World. And of course had to use this and picture of us with all our bands. And then this is the receipts that you get in Super Nintendo World are all Mario themed. This is the packaging or the sleeve that was on the cup of the drink that I got while we were there, and various stickers and things from there. And then just a couple little bits of stickers and ephemera that couldn't really fit in the pages. Our dinner was like convenience store food because we were broke after a day in Super Nintendo World. So this is the second insert, and it encompasses the last few days that we spent in Japan. So we left Osaka and went to Okayama, and then took a local train to Kurashiki. And so this is from the hotel that we stayed at. We stayed at another Dormy Inn, and I just love how it kind of like shows different places in the area. It has little coupons that we did not use. But I bought this tape when we were in Kurashiki that has all the like kind of the style of the buildings and things like that. And then this is a map of the area, and this is kind of like the area that we spent some of the most time in the historic quarter. And of course we went to the Superior Labor, Kurashiki, and so there's a lot of these stamps are from there and pictures, and it's just so beautiful there. I loved it. It was probably one of my favorite stops of the trip. But I saved a bunch of the ephemera from the Superior Labor and my receipt. This is from the hotel, and it's just like little tags from things that I bought. This is like a little pamphlet that came in with one of the bags that talks about the canvas and the leather and the brass and all that. This is a store that sells the Kurashiki. I couldn't take pictures inside there, but I did save. This is the bag and then the little sticker that was on the bag. And then this is from one of the washies that I bought. And this was me meeting up with my friend Joy after going to TSL. This was the wrapping from Aon, the glass pen studio. So this was wrapped around my glass pen. So I saved that. Different washi tapes because this is the home of MT washi tape. So lots of washi tape around there. Beautiful, beautiful imagery. This is from the sweet potato place I went to that actually has a creme brulee sweet potato that was very good. This is from the inside of the MT place, Kurashiki Tane. More photos. This obviously spent a lot of time. I spent one night in Kurashiki and put so many days, so many pages into this notebook, but it was just such a great place to go. This is the shrine that we visited. I got a stamp in my book. These are the Pokemon manhole covers that we found. And then we went back to Tokyo, went to Tokyo Station, Traveler's Factory. This was from another one of our hotels. So I just saved kind of some of the various things that were in it or was that they gave us. And then our last full day in Japan, I went back to the Traveler's Factory in Nakameguro. And then we also went to Eric Small Things exhibition. I met up with some more friends for lunch. Brandon went to the Gundam base, but we ate lunch at this place called Taro Cafe. And so they give you this little tarot leaflet that goes with your coaster. So it tells you, so I got the star, and that means abundance, prosperity, harmony, tolerance, and unconditional love. And then this is from the Eric Small Things exhibition that opened, I believe, that day. And so this is the little bag that my purchases came in, and I cut it so that I could save it. And then this was the stamp that Eric carved for the exhibition, which was really cool to get to go to. And then our last day in Japan, that wasn't a full day, we met up with some friends for a little pen club meetup, said our goodbyes, and then headed to the Narita airport. And so that's just us heading home. And then in the back here, I saved, so this was a list that I made before we went to Japan of things that I wanted to buy. So I checked things off as I went. Some things I couldn't find or just ran out of money and just didn't get a chance to buy. And then this was actually my itinerary. So I saved this so I could kind of go back and, I don't know, have it in there. And then this, I'm going to actually tuck in any little extra bits of ephemera that I couldn't fit on the pages. So I do have some stuff that I want to curate and tuck in there. And then this is me afterwards looking at my credit card bill. I hope you enjoyed this little deep dive into my 2023 Japan travel journals. If you enjoyed the content, please let me know and like and subscribe and all that. I don't typically make a lot of YouTube content, but I am thinking about making more. So I would love your support and your feedback if you enjoyed this content. Thank you. Have a good day.